make a lot of noise for Jaclyn Lore-Edwards.
Hello, I'm Jaclyn. Who we got up here? Are any of you gay? No? I like to ask that because I need to identify the elderly gays in the room. It makes me really comfortable. Yeah, I was raised by lesbians, Karen and Diane. And the thing is about being raised by gay people is people always ask me, how is having two moms different from a normal childhood? And I gotta say, it was pretty like any standard upbringing. The only real difference is I was extremely coddled as a kid and received way too many Christmas gifts from the LL Bean. Yeah, a lot of boots, people, a lot of boots. Yeah, I was born from a sperm donor actually, and what that means is my mom freezed all of her eggs, and when she was ready to have babies, the doctors picked out the best ones for fertilization. Yeah, so you're looking at the cream of the crop. I made the cut, people! Yeah, I recently found out who my biological father was, actually. Yeah, it was a huge moment for me, because my whole life, I wanted to know who my dad was, and I've had this image of him in my head. And I gotta say, when I saw the picture of him, I was a little disappointed, because in my imagination, he was hot. He's not hot. Yeah, whatever. Despite having, 6 as a dad, my mom says she genetically manufactured my brother and I to be perfect. I have a twin brother, yeah. And it worked, people. It worked, I gotta say. On my brother. Yeah. Yeah, he's everything my parents could have wanted. He's a gay, Harvard-educated, 6'1", bodybuilder, right? And I am 23 with a pacemaker. Yes. Slow arrhythmia. The heart of a 93-year-old man. It's fine. Yeah, the cool thing about having a pacemaker actually is it keeps a log of all of your activity and how your heart's functioning, which dare I say, not well. But the last time I was at the cardiologist, I was hooked up to the EKG, and he's looking at my history, and he stops, and he's looking a little confused. And he's like, Jaclyn, this is weird. What were you doing last Wednesday from 11:04 to 11:07 p.m.? My heart starts pounding, the machine's going crazy. I'm like, fuck, what was I doing? DJing? No, that draws away too much attention to my hands. Vigorously crocheting. Makes me seem lame. I settled. I was I went on a run. He's like, for 3 minutes? I'm like, yeah, you know how it goes. It got too wet outside and I had to step on it. He didn't believe me. He was like, no, really, what were you doing? I was like, fine. I was flicking the LL Bean. What do you want from me? Yeah, anyways, just like my parents, I'm a little disappointed I'm not gay. Just a little. I mean, like I said, I have a twin brother. He's gay. And my parents, they say that they always knew from a young age that he was gay. They said the sign was that when we would go on walks, he would stop to smell the flowers. Yeah, you hear that, fellas? If you enjoy pleasant scents, you're gay. I'm sorry to break it to you. Yeah, they had their hope though. They held out hope that I would come out. Every time a man broke my heart in high school, they would always bring up, they'd be like, oh, sweetie, it's okay, but what about you and your friend Gabby? You two seem close. I'd be like, yeah, she's bringing me a milkshake to cry into. She's awesome. And they would get really excited because I think they thought that was a euphemism for getting pussy. Not yet. Yeah, I mean, being the only breeder, as my mom calls us, heterosexuals in our family, it's a little hard. I mean, there's communication barriers at points, right? So I was giving her driving directions the other day, and I was like, just continue straight onto the highway. She's like, what? I'm like, keep going straight. You got it, girl. She's like, what are you talking about? Gaily forward, mother. Go gaily forward. Okay, anyways. I knew I had it bad though when my brother got his first boyfriend. Yeah, 'cause all throughout college I dated the same boy. My parents knew him, but whenever he visited, we couldn't even stand in the same room without the door being wide open, right? So my brother gets his first boyfriend. I get a call from my mom. She's being so sweet. She's like, hey Jay. So, as you know, Nick and Tim are coming to visit this weekend. Is it okay if they sleep in your bed together? I was like, sure, they want some condoms too, snacks, a bubble bath, scented candles. Like, where was this hospitality when I had a boyfriend? You know, it's fucked up. I went so far as to accuse my mother of treating her daughter differently than her son, right? I was like, what is this? Some kind of male privilege? She goes, oh no, sweetie, it's gay privilege. Okay, thank you, I'm Jaclyn.